Hi there, I've got a wee video here. It's the seascape needle felted scene. We are going to create this with a wool painting, if you like, and we've got some basic equipment here that I have sent out to you. I have given you some instructions to ask for a folded towel. You do have a wee foam block. The foam block is okay. You can use it underneath, but a folded towel is just as good and it's a bit bigger. You should have your wee picture. You should have some needles, some wool and a hoop and some fabric like this. So we're going to be building up our scene of Arran. I'll do just a wee section at the side, but you'll be going for the full thing. And yeah, so we're going to go in stages. We're going to do sky, Arran, sea. So just put that to the side. So your hoop is like this, and you'll be wanting to take out the inside of the hoop so you can unscrew from here. Take that away, and you're getting your wool under here, and we're going to go for the outside of the hoop. We're going to go for the outside, like so. That's the best way, just to make sure it's the right size. And we'll not put it on until the very end, so we put that to the side. Okay, so that's us got our wool that you can actually, it's felted sort of fibres. I think they're artificial rather than natural, but yeah, you can buy this by the metre from Amazon. So the other wool that we're going to be using to build up the picture, we have got, this is tops wool. If you look in Amazon again and you ask for tops wool for needle felting, this is the kind of thing that you get. So you can separate it this way. Make sure you leave a space when you're pulling it apart. If you go too tight together, it's too hard to, to get it apart, and you can separate it that way as well. Okay, so your needles look like this. There should be 3 in the set. You have to make sure you're going up and down vertical. Up and down vertical, so that you don't break the needle. If you go in at angles, they can break. So we can have little barbs on the side of these needles, so that's why they're special. And those little hooks at the side, they catch the fibres in the wool and they cause friction and it mats down. So this has been matted quite a lot, so it's so flat. You can see the difference between the fluffy here and the matted here. So the more you use that needle in there, the flatter it becomes. Just be very careful with the needles because they're sharp, and if you do what I just did there, it's a sore one. Okay, it's really sore, so don't be doing what I've just done there. That's an example of what not to do. Okay, so if you're not using your needle, you can just pop it in like that and it keeps it out of harm's way. So there we go. So once we've got our circle, we're going to put in our colours. So we have a sort of light blue and a mid blue. And I like to go in with the mid blue first. To do that sky, but I'm also going to draw in my Arran as well. So we're going to have the horizontal line. If we look here, we're going to have this horizon line just above halfway. So if this is halfway across the circle, we're going to go just above halfway, and we're going to draw the horizon line across there. We're then going to draw our version of Arran. Okay, so it could be a wonky Arran, it doesn't matter. As long as Arran's not sinking, to one side, we're all right. So we're going to bring a diagonal line up, and then diagonal line down, and up and down, and then up and down like that, and along to the side. Okay, so that's what we've got there. And if I just do a wee section of the sky, we're going to put down this colour first, and it's quite good to just pull your wool apart and just place it in the rough sort of shape, grabbing your needle, and we're going to felt it. Okay, so the more you do it, make sure you've got an old towel. It's not your best towel, because you know it can create wee holes, as you can see. So I'm going to felt that on there. You can also buy foam blocks as well. You can buy foam blocks, and they're great. So you can see the difference between here and here. Make sure you're pulling it off the towel as well. And then down in there. Okay. Okay. There we are. So you get the idea. And what you can do after that is you can take some of the nice turquoisey wool and just pull it apart and just put a wee bit of the lighter colour on top, like that. And you'll see that sort of breaks it up a wee bit. So you can go across the whole sky with that. To get your clouds in, I've just got some wee thin wispy pieces. And if I want to create more texture clouds, I can take a wee piece off and roll it in between my fingers. And you can felt that on top. So you can see here, I've done quite a lot of that. Okay, so you're just building sort of texture on top, so giving that wee rub. So you're actually felting with your fingers a wee bit. The heat and the friction can be quite good. There we are. So some people can felt onto denim and things, which can be quite nice. So you can see what I've done there. I've got my two colours of wool, I've got my thin wispy bits, and I've got my textured pieces on top. For Arran, we're going to pick up the really dark colour. And we're going to felt that on there. I'm going to felt that in. Okay, so that's really easy, that. So you're just going to fill in the whole of Arran. Now, for the waves, what we tend to do is we do the same as the sky. So you have the medium blue and then the dark blue on top. So we do a wee bit of that. Medium blue, as I did in the sky. And then you do your light blue, pulling it apart. And then putting that on. And then what we do is we make our waves. So we're going to get long, thin pieces, and we put them on top for the waves. So you can see, build that up. Like that. Okay, so little pieces that are quite, I'll show you here, so they're quite fine at the back, and then they get bigger as they come to the front. So you can see here, what I've done is, you can actually, at the front, you can take a chunkier piece and you can separate it slightly, and then you can see it kind of looks like a rolling wave. So if you felt that on, you can see maybe the colours underneath, and that creates that rolling wave at the front, and then you would fill that in as well. Okay, so once you've got your build up, you've got your mid blue, the lighter blue on top, you've put in your waves going from nice and fine into chunkier towards the front. You can start to put in some contrasting tones with the dark wool. So you can see we can start to put them in, you know, we can start to dot them around, and that just breaks it up as well and creates a really nice effect, sort of 3D effect in there. And that's how we do it, basically. That's how you build it up. So once you have built it up, it should take quite some time, because obviously you've got a bigger surface area than I've been working on there. You can cut it into a circle. Okay, so we would be cutting about this much all the way around. You cut a circle all the way around this one here, and then this is what you've got all the way around. And then you get your hoop again, and you're going to pop it underneath. You're going to stretch over, because it should be the right size if you've kept within. So I'm stretching on top there. We make sure that wee bit is on top, so it should be all right. Might have to loosen it a wee bit. That's okay. That's good. It's a tight fit. So it is. It's a tight fit. And then you tighten it back up again. It needs to go this way, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Okay, and we've got a lot of this excess. So what you can do is you can actually take a running stitch. You can see my wee needle there. You can take a running stitch all the way around and then pull it like a drawstring. You know, so you can do a drawstring. So I've secured the thread, and I've gone up and down, in and out, in and out, and you do that all the way around until you get to here, and then you pull it, and then you would finish it off. So if you're a good sewer, that's one way. You can actually, you know, gather it in at the back, or you can just cut it there. And it doesn't really matter, I suppose, what the back looks like, because it can go up against the wall. You can actually put a wee nail on the wall and hang it from here, or a piece of string, and you can hang it that way as well. So that is how you do your needle felted seascape of Arran. So I hope that video has been okay for you. Any questions, then you can say to Rachel, and Rachel can email me or phone me, and I can get back to you. Thanks for watching.